By Clifton, and that goes in. Crabtree with the last-minute shot. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Good evening, folks. Welcome Saturday night in Kiefer, Oklahoma. We're live on KV Rising, coming on just a few minutes early, about 4 minutes before game time. I just had some announcements I wanted to get out of the way. We are about to go live with your Lady Ponies here in just about 4 minutes here in Kiefer, Oklahoma. They're going to be playing Central Salisaw for the championship game here at the Dave Calvert Invitational. And your Lady Ponies come in tonight at a 12-3 record, ranked number 8 in Class 3A. And their opponent, Central Salisaw Tigers, are going to be number 14 in Class 2A with a record of 10-3. Central Salisaw played last evening against Ripley. I believe they're number 13 in Class 2A. And Salisaw coming away with that win to put them in the championship game tonight. Yesterday's game there wasn't much insight between Central and Ripley to determine their any scouting reports or anything like that. It was a very low scoring game yesterday, so it's kind of hard to judge Central's talent. It was just an extremely defensive game yesterday. So hopefully our girls come out strong and don't underestimate based on Central's game yesterday against Ripley. Tonight's games are brought to you by your presenting sponsors, Patriot Air, CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Your gold sponsors, Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service Concrete and Construction, Diminishes Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vaught Mack Truck, Shada Billings of Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. We thank them very much for their support of KV Rising. Another announcement here, I want to remind everybody that Kellyville High School Basketball Booster Club is doing a raffle, and that raffle is going to go on until February 18th. The raffle is for an autographed basketball with a picture of the 2019-2020 basketball players. All money, or money raised, will help go towards the OSSAA fees to broadcast live at districts, regionals, area, and state. And each one of those tournaments, there is a $200 broadcasting fee. So we appreciate the Booster Club stepping up and doing a fundraiser that they will use a portion of those proceeds to offset the cost for KV Rising to broadcast those games live and bring them to you live if you're unable to make those games. Locations of districts and regionals have not been set yet. I believe those get set next week. So we'll wait to see if Kellyville will be hosting any of those. Those raffles are $1 a piece, or 6 for $5, and they will be sold at all home games until February 18th. If you're unable to purchase those at a home game, you can purchase them anytime through April Holland. Just get a hold of her. And we're going to have our pregame ceremony, so I'm going to be quiet and turn the sound up so you can hear.
gentlemen, up on your feet. And let's meet the Central Lady Tigers. Sophomore number 0, Madison Morris. Junior number 11, Whitney Lee. And a junior number 20, John Williams. A senior number 33, Caitlin Bass. And a senior number 35, Crystal Ortiz. Head coach of the Lady Tigers, Shane Brown, 55, West California. And now let's meet the Trinidad Lady Boys. A junior number 3, Direction. A senior number 5, Summer Oxford. And a senior number 10, Haley Wigg. And a junior number 12, Taylor Childers. And a junior number 25, Madison Whaley. Head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jim Armstrong, assistant on Taylor Dog and Chelsea Ball.
There you are, folks. Starting lineup for your Lady Ponies. We're about to get started with tip-off.
Terry, I noticed real quickly that Caitlin Bearpaw don't even look like she made the trip. I do not see her on the bench. I hope she gets to feeling better.
Yeah, she's been under the weather the last few days and still nursing that injury a bit, shoulder injury. So I'm not sure. I haven't heard. I would imagine that the under the weather would probably keep her from coming today more than anything.
I was told she had a fever going into last night's game, so there's a quick foul right there.
They're going to get Childers real quick here in the first 4 seconds. Central got that tip. Childers was the one going for the tip, and then she came off of that and reached in a bit. So,
well, from the game we saw last night, this didn't look to be much of a contest, but record proves otherwise, and ranking otherwise. So this is not somebody Kelville can take lightly.
Yeah, and there's a good turnover there, Upshaw. Looking at Central's record and some of the teams, there's a running jumper by Upshaw for 2. Some of their teams that Central has played, they only lost to Rowland, which is number 6 in Class 3A, by 6 points. So they're definitely not a team to look past. And hopefully our girls, there's a nice defensive move by Summer Archer. Hopefully our girls just play their game and we shouldn't have anything to worry about. But, you never know. I mean, they watched that game last night, and that might have gave them some a little more confidence than they should have coming into the game. It was just an unusual game between them and Ripley. I think just a low-scoring, very defensive game. And there's a nice tie-up by Upshaw for a jump shot, and Kelville with the possession arrow.
Definitely looks like Central's wanting to get the ball inside, and that's something I did notice last night. They do have an inside presence. Didn't see much from the three-point line last night, but hey, everyone has a bad night, so that could have been what we was watching. So,
and they got a little bit of height underneath. Number 11, Courtney Lee. She looks to be 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10". And that's her going up for the jumper. And it's in and out, but she gets her own rebound twice.
Now it's a fight on the floor. Finally get a whistle.
And again, there's a jump ball. I will never understand that. You got Lee that was completely on top of Archer, rolling all over her, trying to get that ball tied up, and they call a jump instead of a foul.
It's kind of an easy call out. I mean, that's the way I look at those. So it's the easy call to make.
Right. And there's a jumper by Lee from the outside, right on the baseline, about 5 feet inside the three-point line, and that's good for 2. So tie ball game here. About 2 minutes expired so far.
Upshaw again with that running jumper. That was short, though.
And Shaler with the rebound. Childers.
Childers had a breakout game last night.
Yes. And there's Lee going in for the layup. She's going to be fouled by Archer. And she gets the 2, so opportunity to make a three-point play here. Childers on the other end, she rebounded that, put it back up, and it just fell short.
And we're just getting reports from Kaylin Bearpaw's dad. She's got pneumonia, so that's nothing to play around with. And I hope she gets better. We're thinking about you, Kaylin. We're praying for you. You get better, and then we'll see you whenever you're back on the court.
And the ball's loose, several players on the court. And Riley finally picks it up and tries to take off with it, and she's going to be fouled by number 11. That's Courtney Lee, and that's going to be her first. Childers inside. There's Archer for 3.
That's way off the mark.
Off the mark, but Upshaw able to handle it. She drives in, and it's off the mark, and nobody there for Kellyville for rebound. So Lee comes up for the rebound for Central. And there's almost a steal by Childers right at the top.
Oh, Childers going through the lane, runs into number 20, knocks her down, but
there's a shot off the mark, goes out of bounds.
Incidental contact there, so.
5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Central 4, Kellyville 2.
Nice no-look pass by Upshaw. Shots off the mark by Childers.
And again, nobody underneath for a rebound. Kellyville's got to get in there for those rebounds, or we're going to have a long night. There's a long 3 by Lee, and Riley went to save that. I don't know. I thought it was off a Central player going out of bounds, so she must have thought it was off of a pony trying to save it. And she steps out.
That looked like a walk right there she got away with. Archer with another rebound.
And they call jump ball, but it's going to be Kellyville possession arrow. So Kellyville's possession, 4:19 left, and it's still 4-2. Both teams struggling just a bit, finding the net. And there's a turnover. Upshaw tries to get it back inside to Childers, and it's intercepted by Central.
Nice play.
Nice defense there by Childers.
Riley goes up with the left hand from the right side there. If they get number 11, that's going to be number 2 on her.
Well, and so far, if she gets a foul trouble, that's going to help us a lot, because so far she has been their scorer. So Riley sinks her first attempt from the line.
That was Kaylin's uncle letting us know that, and we thank you so much, Mr. Bearpaw, for letting us know that. And like I say, once again, she's in our prayers. We want her to get better, and then we will see her when she gets back. But tell her not to rush that. That's nothing to play around with.
And Riley sunk her second free throw. So it's a tie ball game, 4-4. There's a 3 at the top. And Childers with the rebound. I believe that 3 attempt was number 20, Darden, for Central.
Ball controlled by, nice pass. No one there, but it was tipped by Central there. Number 35 got a hand on it.
That's why it was off the mark. Upshaw trying to get it into Archer. Off the mark just a bit. Upshaw over to Riley. Riley trying to go inside and gets shut down, so she gets it back out.
Central in that 2-3 zone there. They're really packing it around the three-point line. Nice move by Childers.
And again, we don't have any girls going for a rebound underneath. Our offensive rebounding is not shown up at all. We've been doing pretty good on defense rebounding, but there's one right there by Archer. We got a rebound on the other end, girls. And we have an attempt to score. for a chance to score.
There's a left-handed attempt by Childers. She gets her own board, though. Nice play by Childers.
Another example, nobody underneath trying to rebound. Childers follows her shot and gets the rebound.
Foul on number 35, Ortez. It's her first.
And Childers' first attempt is in and out. Here comes Sierra Jones, going to give Archer a break.
Childers normally very reliable from the free throw line, so she makes her second.
So 2:25 left here, and it's 5-4 Kellyville.
Referees looked a little confused there. It looks like they're going to give the ball back to Central. Coach Upshaw wasn't happy about it, but
and I believe they're going to get Wiggs. Got her on the arm. That was number 35, Ortiz, as she was attempting the jump shot. So she goes to the line and misses her first. So turns out to be a good foul, saved at least one. As she does get her second. So it's going to be 6-5. Central with the lead.
nice move there by Childers.
And they never did change the board up there for Central. Did they just got 5?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
we are correct there.
My mistake. I guess they were tied at 4. So 7-5 here.
Oh, nice play by Upshaw.
And Upshaw and Riley pass it back and forth on a 2-on-1. And Riley gets it back to Upshaw at the last second for an easy layup. So there's a couple stops by Kellyville. And wow, the rebound attempt by Wiggs, and Wiggs goes to the floor, no foul called. They put it back up, and then they're going to call a foul on Jones on the second attempt to rebound.
Is that 20 at the line there, Terry?
I believe so. Yes, it's going to be 20, and that's Darden. And she made her first shot, so her second one is also good. Wiggs bringing the ball down. Deep three from Upshaw, and that's off the mark. And again, nobody underneath for a rebound on offensive. Nice block by Upshaw.
Boy, Central they're crashing the boards hard.
Yeah, they had 2 rebounds, 3 attempts on a goal, 3 attempted shots right there. We got to rebound the ball. Riley. Jones from outside. There's a nice rebound from Riley. She puts it back up. That's where we got to see. We got to get those rebounds and put it back up on the offensive boards.
Spot we really miss Bear Paw in right here. She bangs underneath quite a bit. And
yeah, girls just got to step up and fill that slot. We've been doing pretty decent on the defensive boards. That last series not so well, but
oh, she just walked right there. Nice move. Yes. Yeah. Haley got the call there. That's a good call by the official. Nice play by Haley.
Nice charge taken by Wiggs.
And that was 35, correct?
35,
yes.
And that's going to be her second. So 12 seconds left. Kellyville leading 11-9. 8 seconds. Riley's in a little bit of trouble. She's going to drive.
Nice step around.
Oh,
just missed the layup.
And well, there you have it. First quarter, Kellyville 11, Central 9. Tight ball game. Both teams started a little cold having trouble finding the net, and then came on there in the last half of the first quarter. Kellyville with 11, Central with 9. Looks like Lee with 4, Darden with 2, Cheek with 2, Ortiz with 1 for Central. And looks like Upshaw's got 4, Childers with 3, and Riley with 4. So spreading the ball around a little bit. I'd like to see 2 or 3 more players putting points on the board for Kellyville. I'm sure that will probably increase here in the second quarter. That's been their history, is second quarters when they kind of get warmed up and start to come on. So hopefully we can get that going. It looks like Kirsten Kaiser's going to come in the ball game, so it's going to be Upshaw, Childers, Archer, Kaiser, and Jones on the floor, giving Riley and Wiggs a break for the Lady Ponies. So here we go, second quarter.
You know, this is just a battle of 2 of the top teams in the state of Oklahoma. I mean, if you're ranked in any class, you're one of the better ones. Them rankings don't come easy, so.
Yeah, and Robbie, be honest with you, when I watched last night's game between Central and Ripley, I would have lost a pretty hefty bet that either one of those teams were ranked, but both of them are ranked in Class 2A. So
absolutely. Nice rebound by Childers there. That's what she did all day yesterday.
A great rebound and put back up for 2. That's what's got to change here in the second quarter. We need to see more of that all quarter long on both ends. There's a nice jumper by Lee just inside the 3-point mark. So that's good for 2. Childers inside, Upshaw on the outside. She moves in for a jumper, and it's good on the baseline.
When she's hitting that running jumper, it's just tough to defend. That's almost impossible to defend whenever she's on with that shot.
Yeah, you got to have some height. And there's the inside move. Archer working.
Oh,
underneath.
nice. Oh, it's a takeaway right there. We're going to call it another jump.
Good grief. Kellyville with the possession arrow, but I didn't see that ball get tied up long enough for a jump, but that's what they call.
At first, I thought he's calling a foul on Jade. And
Upshaw for 3, and that's good. So quickly, Kellyville out to a 7-point lead.
Kelville into that 3-2 zone.
Reach in by Upshaw. They're going to get her for a foul. That's going to be her first.
In that 3-2 zone, and they come out on the perimeter. They're not sinking it in. Nice move by number 33.
That was a nice step around by 33, and that's Bags for Central to close it to a 5-point lead for Kellyville.
Oh, nice look inside, just a little bit low.
And they get the ball back out. Childers on her back. She's able to get the ball back out to Kaiser. Archer for 3.
That's going to be off the mark.
That's off the mark.
Oh, she's all over. Sierra's back there. She was climbing the top of her, but anyway, not going to get the call there, Sierra.
She's begging. She's begging the ref. She was describing to the ref on his body, putting her arms on his shoulders, saying that girl was all over my shoulders. I think she was telling her she even knocked my headband off and everything.
She got mugged.
But he's obviously not going to change the call, but
you're not going to win those arguments very much.
Well, I will say he listened to her.
Yeah,
he didn't. Some referees would take exception to that. But
yeah.
I guess she was being cordial in what she was saying, so he let her talk and let her blow some steam, I guess. So Central ball here. I felt like it was a foul, too. I'm with you, Sierra.
Yeah, stay with it, girl.
And there's a pass lost out of bounds for Central. It's going to be Kellyville ball near side court here. 5:29 left in the half. 5-point ball game, 18-13. Kellyville with the lead. There's a three by Upshaw, and that's going to be off the mark.
She really rushed that shot right there, trying to force it up, so had a girl in her face.
Almost stolen by Archer.
Oh, nice
That
play
ball
right
is
there.
stolen. And that was Jones that knocked that ball loose, tipped it back to Upshaw, and she had the easy running lay-in for two. Back to 7-point lead here, 20-13 for Kellyville.
Nice play by
defense
Archer.
by Archer. And Upshaw loses it. I thought it went off the Central foot, but I guess not. They're going to call it Central ball on the far inbounds across from us.
Oh, did you see the push off there with the
Yeah.
elbow?
Good rebound.
On the dribble. Oh, look him right.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Two
Nice, girls, nice.
Nice ball movement. Jones to Childers, Childers over to Riley. They had 2-on-1 down underneath, so nice ball movement. Good teamwork by Childers instead of trying to take that layup herself. Riley was wide open. And there's a steal by Riley.
I don't know if she looks. She's got Upshaw. Nope, didn't see her. Oh, now she does.
Jumper from Upshaw on the baseline for two. And quickly, Kellyville extends the lead 24-13, so by 11 here. And Central's going to take a timeout and discuss it.
That's going to be their second called timeout. They've only got 3 left for the contest here. I love to see the unselfishness there of the Kellyville girls.
Yeah, that's
there.
great teamwork right there. You see a lot of teams that get the 2-on-1 and a girl gets the ball, it's got a defender on her, or boys, and they go ahead and try to take that layup with the defender on them instead of passing it to their open teammate. See that quite a bit in high school. So it's nice. It's nice when you see that that unselfish play where they give the ball up and just get the assist and get the points for the team instead of worrying about themselves. So that's always great to see.
And that's the difference between championship team and teams that get eliminated in early rounds is right there, just how you described it.
There's a rebound by Riley, and she's covered up quickly, but she gets it to Upshaw. Upshaw running jumper right at the free throw line, and that's good for two.
That's
Kellyville turning it on here late in the second quarter, which is what I wanted to see from them.
Nice defense again by Riley.
Riley tips it back to Wiggs.
Into Childers, nothing there, out to Jones.
Nice move.
Once again, did you see that pass? Look. Oh, goodness gracious.
My goodness.
Sierra may be talking to the official again.
Wow. She got mugged underneath. That was a great.
There's
a good defense move by Wiggs. She steps up and stops that drive.
Oh, and she got. Finally got a. Sierra finally got a foul to go her way.
Sierra's having a tough time. She got mugged underneath just a moment ago. There was nice ball movement, and she went up for the layup and came back down with it and was trying to go back up and kind of got shoved to the ground. But
that's just pure hustle on her part.
There she's good for one from the line. That foul's on 33. No, I'm sorry, 11.
I think I gave it to 33.
No, it was 33. They're showing 11 for her points.
Okay.
They're showing Sierra for her points there. Yeah, that was on 33 bags, and that was her second.
You know, Kelvin's built a 15-point lead, and it certainly does not seem like it. And who are they getting here? They getting Haley there? No, they got
Jones
for her second.
So each team with 16 fouls with 2:41 left. So next team foul for either team sends the opposing team to the line for 1-1.
Now, I'm not seeing this girl's number. I can't see her.
Lee, I believe.
Is that Lee at
That's
the line?
Lee, and she missed her first and gets her second. So again, I guess you call it a good foul. Prevents 2 points there. There's a three by Upshaw, and that's good.
Terry, if she gets hot, there's no one in the state can keep up with her scoring. She's one of those streak shooters there. But look at this defense by the Ponies. Look at this defense by the Ponies.
Nice. That was a 2-on-1 against Lee. And that, I believe that was Childers and Jones. And they forced a turnover. Upshaw grabs and goes down the court for two. And there's a three by
Ortez,
number 35 for Central. So 1:45 left, 33-17. Loose ball picked up by Riley and a jumper near the elbow. And that's good for two. $1:30 left here in the half. Central trying to get something set up. And
another steal.
Another steal, turnover. Upshaw called the timeout, but he didn't get it, so they're giving the jump ball, and possession arrow is going to go to Central. 1:22 left, 35-17, Kellyville with the lead.
I tell you what, the Ponies have picked up their intensity on defense this quarter, and also what you was talking about the first quarter, they picked up their rebounding on the offensive side.
Well, they had Childers underneath by herself, and they didn't see her. But anyway, and there she is working against a defender. They give it to her, and she goes in for two. Less than a minute here, 37-17. So Kellyville, and there's a steal by Upshaw. She can be one-on-one for the layup and the foul. So Upshaw going the line to complete a three-point play, maybe 42.4 seconds, 39-17.
Who did they call that foul on? Was that number 20 they called it on?
They had number 35. That's her third. Upshaw makes her attempt. And here comes Central with about 30 seconds left. And they get it inside. That's a nice inside move. Lead by 33.
Yes, number 33, Bags there.
We're back to a 21-point lead.
Ponies just going to set on this final shot here. What a quarter by the Lady Ponies.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to talk about that. What a quarter. A nice pass inside to
Childers. Great assist by Upshaw. Childers for two. So there you have it. Lady Ponies coming out strong.
That was a 31-point quarter by the Lady Ponies.
Goodness,
a 31-point quarter. That's unheard of in high school basketball.
Hopefully they didn't spend all their energy there in the second quarter. We need to come out just as strong in the third. And 42-19 is where we have it for halftime, folks. Kellyville putting on a show there in the second quarter. Robbie run there.
Unreal. Give me a calculator.
Folks, while he's doing that, I want to remind you about our presenting sponsors, Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Gold sponsors, Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris. Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen. Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service Concrete and Construction, Diminishes Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vaught Mack Truck, Shaded Buildings and Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. Thank you to those sponsors for allowing us to do what we do and provide you this fantastic service of live sporting events.
Terry, I tell you what, I just had to score 31 points in a quarter by a high school team. That's domination unlike I've ever seen before, to be honest with
That's
you
the
here.
best quarter I've seen this year from our Lady Ponies.
Absolutely, and the scoring is, it's not too spread out, but the defense by hey, let's give credit where credit's due. Kirsten Kaiser, she got playing time. The defense, Summer Archer, Haley Wiggs, Sierra Jones, she's got 2 points. But my goodness, they dominated this defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
And that just created the offense. And
they struggled there in the first quarter with rebounds especially on the offensive end. 1 or 2 series on the defensive end. It was concerning me a little bit, but they cleaned that up in the second quarter and did really well on both ends on the boards and everything else. So I'm excited. We need to just keep it going. I mean, here we are with a 23-point lead, but I'm telling you, Central's a tough group of girls. So they're gonna make some adjustments at half. They're gonna come out fighting. So we need to stick to our game and continue the roll and don't let them close that gap. Finish strong.
Absolutely. Going to the scoring, Upshaw has 21, Jones has 2, Childers has 9, and Riley has 10 for the scoring for the Ponies. But once again, folks, the MVP of that half was the defense. I mean, the whole group
Absolutely.
there, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The defense and steals and forced turnovers is what gave Upshaw several of her points. She had probably 3 or 4 breakaway easy layups off of a steal or a forced turnover. So defense for sure is what did for Kellyville Ponies, Lady Ponies, in the first half.
And the coach is happy whenever they spend less than 2 minutes in the locker room. The Ponies are already back out shooting.
So I'm sure what he said is just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And,
wow.
Central, with Upshaw having 21, I can't imagine if I'm Central's coach, I'm going to come try to shut her down in the second half, face guard or whatever. So what that's going to do is the Lady Ponies, Archer, Wiggs are going to have to step up, and Jones and get some fill the gap there on offense, get some points on the board, which I'm sure will happen.
Absolutely.
We've had games where teams have concentrated, double-teamed Upshaw, and those other girls have stepped right up and taken care of business. So that's my prediction for the second half is you'll see Central really concentrating on Upshaw and trying to slow her down. So hopefully our other girls will step up and just take the torch from there. Hey, we got about 6 minutes left. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you guys. So go to the fridge, get you a snack, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Welcome back, folks. About to start the second half here. Remind you here that is brought to you by our presenting sponsors, Patriot Air, CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Our gold sponsors, Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service Concrete and Construction, Diminishes Family Practice, Excavating Resources, Jim Votmac Truck, Shaded Billingsley Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. And we are back underway here, Championship Saturday in Kiefer, Oklahoma at the Dave Calvert Invitational. And Upshaw with a drive, and it gets knocked out of bounds. So Kellyville with the inbounds here under the goal. Haley Wiggs out to Riley. They try to get inside to Childers.
Through everybody's legs, picked up by Wiggs.
And there's a steal by Central. That's going to be number 20.
Nice
Garden.
defense right there by Haley. And they're going to call timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout Central?
Timeout Central.
That's going to be their third timeout. They've only got 2 left. Nice defense once again by Haley Wiggs right there. I tell you what, if you're a youngster pony, watch these girls. That's how you play defense. That's how you win championships right there.
We're playing some great defense tonight. And you're right. The defense is, you got to score points to win, but my goodness, you got to play that defense. It makes a huge difference.
And you know, I'll take a good defense over a good offense all day long. I'm a firm believer that defense wins championships and offense puts people in the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the unselfishness of the girls tonight has really been impressive. I mean, they've been all season long. I'm not going to say that they haven't been, but it has really shown tonight on some of their fast breaks and some of their offensive sets.
Well, and maybe, like I said, maybe we can spread the ball around a little more here in the second half. There's a long shot, and there's a nice rebound by Wiggs, and it bounced to the ground, and Central's able to come in and try and get it tied up for a jump ball. And it's going to be Central's possession arrow, so.
That's in and out.
Another nice, great defense by Wiggs. Hand straight up and making that defender work for it, and puts her shot off the mark, so.
Nice drive, no foul. What's the deal? Nice rebound, though.
Haley, her Wiggs goes in for the layup. I thought she was fouled, but ball falls short, but Childers gets the rebound, puts it back up, so. And there's a walk. Again, Wiggs and Archer right there in the lane, causing trouble for Central's. I think that was Lee trying to drive in, and she ended up walking. There's a nice strong move by Childers, but the ball is off the mark.
You know, Terry, one of the keys to basketball is winning every quarter. And if you win every quarter, you're going to win every ball game. So
right. There's an inside move by Lee, and she gets 2 out of it.
Oh, Coach Upshaw trying to call the timeout, and they finally gave it to him.
He's going to get a 30-second timeout here. 44-21 here with 6:06 left in the third. Kellyville with the lead.
During this quick timeout here, I do want to say this, and we'll say it again during the boys' game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not doing anything tomorrow afternoon, there is a benefit barbecue at Jay's Country Kitchen. A benefit barbecue at Jay's Country Kitchen. They're one of our gold sponsors. All proceeds go to Jay and her family. Her husband Jeff was involved in a bad car accident several weeks back. My understanding he's unable to work. This is a great family. They support Kellyville athletics. They support the Kellyville community. If you're hungry tomorrow after church, go down to Jay's Country Kitchen, get some good barbecue. All proceeds go to support the Webb family.
There's a ball stolen by Central. I thought Kellyville was going to get it back, but they don't.
Oh, there's a walk that she got away with there. And a push down of Haley. And we get a jump.
Wiggs in a wrestling match there on the floor. Basketball, and all of a sudden we're watching a girls wrestling match. They call a jump ball, goes to Kellyville possession. There's a deep three by Upshaw, and that's all net.
Now I've got us at 40. Okay, Kiefer finally caught up with me. I was going to say, I've got us at 47. Jacob had him at 47.
There's a nice move inside by 33. A little jumper. Wiggs for three, and that's off the back of the rim and bounces back out over everybody. Upshaw comes in from behind. And oh, goodness. We had a jump ball, but it was two Kellyville girls.
When in doubt, call a jump. That's what they always say. So
unfortunately, that goes to Central. There's a Central.
Oh, nice block. Oh, I love it when we both say the same thing together because we saw the same thing. What a block by Wiggs there.
My goodness, and then they just, golly, they mug her. Wiggs gets that block and gets it and loses her balance, and they come in and knock her to the floor. The ball goes out of bounds.
You know, is it Spalding still makes the basketball? Because that poor girl from Central's wearing Spalding across her forehead from that block there.
There's a nice running layup by Riley. I tell you what, Wiggs and Jones are having a heck of a time on defense. And there's underneath easy layup for Lee for Central.
Little brother showed her how to do that from last night because he had a bunch of himself last night, I guess.
And they're going to call Wiggs for a foul down the side court here as Lee was trying to drill the ball down.
Just her second. You just never know about this sport. It's one of the reasons I love sports in general, but basketball is one of my favorites because you never know. And look at there. She drug her out of bounds.
And they do call the foul, number 11.
It's going to be 3 on her.
And that was Childers with the rebound. And Lee fighting for the ball ends up grabbing Childers by the arm, pulling her down to the ground. So get the foul. Inside to Childers. Childers drives and is good for 2 on the inside.
Terry, do you think maybe the Kiefer game Tuesday night was a wake-up call?
I think so. I think it kind of shocked those girls to lose that game. They just lost by 1. But I really think there's a steal by Upshaw. She's getting pressure. She's going to be double-teamed. Get it down to Wiggs. Wiggs to Childers. There goes Upshaw for the drive. Wide open lane. Upshaw in for 2. Yeah, I think that was, Kiefer always plays us tight, but I think that was a little bit of a wake-up call. I think the girls felt like they had that game. Pass to Riley from Upshaw.
Another rebound by Childers.
Rebound by Childers. Childers puts it back up. Doing much better on the offensive boards. Starting in the second quarter and continuing here in the third quarter, but the first quarter where they were non-existent on offensive boards.
That's that 30-point lead we talked about before the game there that we were anticipating that we'd never.
And that's 33 with the jumper for Central. right in the paint. That's Bags. There's another move to Childers. Pass inside from Wiggs.
That's number 4 and number 35 there, Ortez.
Childers goes in and is fouled by Ortez, so he's got 4.
You know, going back to that Kiefer loss, you know, you hate any loss.
Childers gets her first attempt.
But if you're going to lose, that's not a bad loss on your schedule. I mean, if you look at that, that's not a bad loss. Kiefer's got a decent ball club. And
No, I mean, that's, you know, that's, I'm not anywhere saying that they should have walked away with that game or anything, but they had some key mistakes in that game that cost them the game. There were a couple of questionable calls by referees that might have changed the course of the game, but
absolutely.
There's another rebound by Childers. Upshaw by herself and underhand layup, and that's good.
But I will say this: it's been fun watching them wake up because this has been a great tournament by our girls.
Yes,
just a dominating performance in all 3 ball games.
And they're going to get
Jones or Childers won. They call him Haley?
No, that's not right. They need to correct that.
I don't know.
Somebody
how
needs
they
to step
called
up
that.
and correct that. I mean, that's just Wiggs' third, but she wasn't any. It was either.
That's either Jones or.
You know, Robbie, I've told Haley that she, and there's a walk away layup by Upshaw. I've told Wiggs that she needs to change her hair color because I think these refs get her and Childers mixed up, both with the dark hair. I mean, I don't know. Wiggs is about 10 shades lighter.
Nice block there by Childers there. That was nice and clean, and Riley gets mugged. And that's going to be number 5 on number 35. She's done, according to my reports here. And, yes, they fouled her out.
But I can kind of talk against my daughter there. She's about 10 shades lighter than Childers, so I don't know how a ref, other than the hair. They got very similar hair, so maybe when they're just seeing the hair. But, yeah, that foul should have been Childers or Jones, but they give it to Wiggs. And that's about the 3rd time this season that's happened to her.
Yeah.
She can't figure it out. There's a 3 by Wiggs.
She made him pay right there
Yeah.
for it, so.
Wiggs on the board for 3.
This is leading up to a game. I think everyone on the team's going to get a little bit of playing time here, and you like to see that going in, getting ready for postseason. Postseason's going to be on us before we know it.
Yes, it is. Like I was saying, I believe it's next week. Coach Wood was telling me I think by the end of next week is when they make their selections for districts and regionals, and then the following week's when they announce. So we will have, I believe it'll be after that Eufaula game on Friday next week, and that's pretty much the only game that's any more influence that we can give to that selection.
And we're anticipating, due to the facilities that we have there in Kellyville with the event center, we're anticipating that Kellyville will host their district. We're anticipating they'll probably host a regional again this year. I think they stand an outside shot of the hosting an area possibly.
And there's another block and steal caused by Wiggs, but then they get it down the court and give it right back. And there's a 3 by Lee at the top of the key.
She's definitely their offense.
Upshaw at the buzzer, and that's in and out. So here we are, folks. 33-point lead for Kellyville. They're in command of this championship game here Saturday night in Kiefer, Oklahoma at the Calvert Invitational, 63-30. So glad you can join us. Presenting sponsors tonight, Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Any of those sponsors, again, you see those business owners out and about, please go up and shake their hand and thank them for their support of KV Rising and Pony Athletics. We would not be able to do it without them.
Terry, we're looking for a 41-point fourth quarter because Ponies had scored 11, then they scored 31, then that quarter they had a 21-point quarter. So we're running on the ones, and I don't want a 1-point quarter, so we're looking for a 41-point fourth quarter. How's that for the Lady Ponies?
We'll see what can happen here. Looks like based on who's setting down, it's going to be Riley, Childers, Kaiser, Jones, and Upshaw coming out on the floor for the Lady Ponies. That's going to put Archer and Wiggs taking a breather.
And to think the Ponies are doing this without Bear Paw, and we know how big she is to the team. So, I mean, Kelville's not playing at full strength here.
Exactly. That's a great
nice move
by Jones, but that shot's in and out. And that's a great contribution by Archer to kind of fill those shoes. Getting that start with Bear Paw being absent. And she's done a pretty good job on defense, along with support off the bench from Kaiser and a few others. Another one in and out there for Kellyville. So Central with the ball. Back inside, nice spin move by 33, and that's Baggs.
She's had a nice little ball game.
In for two. There's going to be a walk on Riley.
I look for Coach Upshaw to start clearing the bench a little bit here in the next few minutes for sure. So
most likely, yeah, we'll
maybe around the 5-minute mark, you can start seeing him clear the bench a little bit. The Ponies are off for a week. Got a week break. I mean, not a week break, but don't play again until next Friday when we travel to Eufaula.
Sometimes those breaks can be a great thing, and sometimes they can come back and bite you. So
you know, the way we've been playing this tournament, I wish we played again tomorrow. I mean, it's just look at Upshaw there. She has found her range.
I'm shocked that Central hadn't. They haven't really done any adjustments on Upshaw, and that kind of shocks me. I really figured they'd have a girl come out face guarding her or double teaming her or changing things up. But
that's Upshaw's 33rd point of the game there, folks. So
there's a nice move. I believe that was 35. No, 33.
But
nice
I think
inside move there by 33 from Central.
But the scorers have taken full advantage of the defense. I mean, the defense have set up the Pony scoring tonight. I mean, it's all been there. I mean, it's
absolutely. So 5:50 and a 6:34, and we are getting some substitutions. Amy Kinsey, Caitlin DeGraffenreed.
Boy, if somebody wants a marking in the scorebook early, he's going to get number 20, DeGraffenreed.
She's got a shocked look on her face, like she's. I didn't see the play, so but she's acting like she wasn't anywhere close. But and that's I believe 33. Is that Baggs there at the line? And she makes her first. And she's going to make her second, and that's good. Jones for three, and that's off the mark, but there's a rebound. Well, I thought Kinsey was going to get it, but she lost the handle, and it goes back to Lee for Central.
Folks, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Kiefer broadcasting crew. They helped us out so much whenever we was getting started. KV Rising with advice and all that. Chad and his group is sitting up right next to us. So the next game there's gonna be 4 announcers sitting back to back to back. We did that during the football contest, Terry. But it was about 40 foot in the air that we did it during the football. So great group of guys right there. Pony's got some more substitutes in, it looks like. Jones, the only one of the significant playing times that are still left out there on the court.
Yeah, Carmen Harwood is in the game now. So it's Harwood, Kinsey, Kaiser, DeGraffenreid, and Jones on the court for Kellyville. There's a wild pass. And Harwood comes in to try to grab it, and it goes out of bounds, so it's going to remain Central's ball.
Jacob just pointed something out to me. Summer Archer changed to number 23. She may have had some blood on her jersey or what. I don't expect to see her back in the contest, but if she does, she has changed her number from 5 to number 23.
And we're going to get a foul here. That's Lee going in, and that's going to be on Jones.
Be her third. Good to have the full crew of KV Rising back tonight. My wife's on camera. Jacob's running the scoreboard, doing all the technical stuff on the computer. Always great to have Terry doing play-by-play, and I'm glad to be back on the.
It's good
to
to
the
have
court.
you. There's a nice move by Jones. She works around the defender and gets in for two. And there's a steal by Kinsey. Gets it back to Hardwood. Nice play there, Amy Kinsey.
Everybody wants in on that defensive action.
Yes, sir.
Looking across the way, they've got Kelville over in the visiting bleachers, of course, because we're playing Kiefer the next game. But we got a packed house. I'm going to get my wife to focus on the student section standing over there for the girls here. They're dressed in white tonight. It's called a white out for the Ponies. Number 33 there with the bucket.
And I just looked down here, about 3:45 left, and Upshaw's talking to some girls on the bench. Looks like we'll probably have a complete trade out here as soon as he gets a chance to substitute.
Amy Kinsey, that's her second steal in her short minutes of playing time tonight. And
Kaiser moving inside, and she tries to get it inside to DeGraffenreid, but Lee's standing right there, and she didn't see her. So 68-38. Here, Kellyville with the lead at 3:05.
Terry, we got a little bit of time here. Just talking since we're on the girls here. I don't know how many people know it, but the slow pitch team has dropped down to Class 4A this year. Not getting to defend their title in Class 5A, but we'll be defending it in 4A. So after basketball, we'll move straight into slow pitch for the ladies, baseball for the gentlemen.
And there's a shot off the mark by DeGraffenreid for three. And a little strong goes over the goal. Rebounded by Central. I believe that was Darden that got that rebound.
Nice defense there by Jones. Knocks the ball out of bounds. I tell you what, this next ball game between Kelvin and Kiefer, it's going to be high intensity. Every time these two teams play, it just unreal.
There's a nice move by Darden, but her layup is a little strong. And Jones to Harwood. Hardwood's layup is strong. Jones gets the rebound and puts it back up. And there we go at 2:12. We're going to have a complete substitution. It looks like Ciasia McFadden, Kaylee Peterson. I'm still looking through the Trinity. Looks like Trinity Rosson's going to be out there. Got Erica Chrysler and Jocelyn Byram.
great to see all the girls getting some playing time and valuable time. The more court time you can get, of course.
So Rosslyn, Byram, Peterson, Chrysler, and McFadden on the court for KV Lady Ponies. And there's a 3 by number 3 for Central. That's Harris, and that ball is long. So 70 points put on the board for the Lady Ponies. Highest scoring game of the season so far. We've had several in the 60s, but we haven't hit the 70 mark yet.
And that's after scoring 11 in the first quarter.
Right, yes, sir.
I mean, wow. That's just. But I've watched a bunch of basketball over my time with a bunch of different schools. But that 31-point second quarter is one of the most amazing things I've seen in basketball in a long time. What a performance. Nice move by McFadden.
Yeah, because that first quarter, Kellyville just scored, the Lady Ponies just scored 11, and the Tigers had 9, so it was a close game there in that first quarter. And there's a steal.
Nice play right there. Oh.
And that was by Chrysler, Erica there, and she drives down the court and goes in for a layup, and it's not blocked out of bounds, so Kellyville ball. McFadden working the outside, and she gets it to Byram. Byram for the jump shot on the outside, and boy, the ball's loose, and number 5, Marino for Central comes up with it. And there's a pass directly out of bounds, and they're going to say that was tipped by Byram.
Oh, and all the Kellyville girls are shocked.
Yeah, they all were running down the court thinking it was their ball, but I guess Byram must have got a fingertip on it. So less than a minute to go here. There's an inside look to number 5, Marino, for 2 for Central. And Byram with the jump shot, and it's off the mark, but McFadden, oh, and it's a wrestling match on the floor. Got 4 girls down there rolling around the floor. They finally call a jump ball.
Looked like a scrum in rugby there.
Yeah.
And
Kellyville with the possession arrow, so they're going to have it here with 22.4 seconds. There's an inside pass to Rawson, but it's knocked out by Central. It's going to be their ball.
I believe Central got away with a walk down there, but waning seconds.
Almost another steal by Erica Chrysler. It's Chrysler, right?
Kreitzer.
I keep saying that wrong. I apologize. There's a long 3 by number 4. It falls short, but Central able to get the rebound, and that's the ball game. Kellyville takes it 72-40. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, your championship, the Dave Calvert Invitational Lady Ponies are your champions on the girls basketball side of this 2020 Invitational here in Kiefer, Oklahoma. The girls are excited and extremely happy. And they're going to do a trophy presentation here.
Have our championship trophy presentation presented by Mr. Dave Calvert. First one we're going to do is we're going to do the runner-up medals for the Central Lady Tigers. Here we go, first one up.
And I'm going to be quiet and let you listen in here.
Madison Harris. Number 3, Adriana Harris. Number 4, Alexis Davis. Number 5, Jacqueline Marino. Number 11, Courtney Lee. Number 20, Cove Norton. Number 23, Octavia Uristi. Number 30, Riley Cheek. Number 33, Caitlin Mack. 35, Crystal Ortiz. The shooter. And Emily Alsley. And now we're going to present your runner-up trophy to the Central Lady Tigers. And now we're going to present the championship individual medals to the Kellyville Lady Ponies individually. Number 1, Kirsten Kaiser. Number 2, Jocelyn Bynum. Number 3, Jade Upshaw. Number 4, Amy Kinsey. Number 5, Summer Archer. Number 10, Hayden Wiggs. Number 11, Sierra Jones. Number 12, Taylor Childers. Number 13, Cameron Parkwood. Number 20, Caitlin DeGraffenberg. Number 21, Trinity Ross. Number 23, Emma Pickering. Number 24, Asia McFadden. Number 25, Madison Riley. Number 30, Haley Peterson. Number 33, Caitlin Bearpaw. Number 35, Erica Carter. And the managers for the team, Madison Edwards, Mackenzie Horak, and Eden Bean. And now we will present the Coaches Championship plaque to Mr. Jim Upshaw. And ladies and gentlemen, your football annual Lady Calvert and champion, the Kellyville Lady Ponies.
Well, I just love to see that excitement from the girls. That's fantastic. Fantastic right there. What a great joy that is to see that excitement from these Lady Ponies.
Is this their second year in a row to win it, right? Didn't they win it last year?
I think so.
Did we not win it last year, Jacob? Do you know?
I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. So 2 years in a row here. And hopefully, they're going to be hoisting even more trophies this year.
Absolutely. We want the gold ball, folks. We want the gold ball. We feel like it was stolen from us last year. We want it this year.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations to the Kellyville Lady Ponies, the champions of the 2020 Dave Calvert Invitational. Up next here, it looks like they put about 10 minutes on the board for warm-ups for the boys. Well, correction, that's not the roll down clock. So I'm not sure how much time they're going to give us. But up next for the continuing with Championship Saturday here in Kiefer, the Dave Calvert Invitational. It's your Kellyville Ponies against your Kiefer Trojans. Kellyville, 2 previous matchups against the Trojans this year, and Kellyville has taken both of them, but they've both been extremely close games. Both of them within 5 points, I believe. I think one was 5 points, and the other one was 2-point win. So there's a slam dunk to start things by Connor Thomas to start the warm-ups by the Ponies. And they come out with excitement, which they're going to need all kinds of energy against these Trojans.
Playing them twice before, walk away with 2 victories, but
it's always hard to beat a team the third time in the season, so it's going to be a challenge for both teams, guaranteed. And the Ponies are going to have to delay their warm-up here, give the Kiefer Trojans a chance to do their introductions and come out on the floor.
they got a spirit line forming, it looks like, here with all their...
Yes, they do. They got quite the crowd here to introduce their players.
And that's the way it should be, though. This is high school basketball. I love it.
This is their home court.
Absolutely.
Again, it's going to be quite the matchup, and it does look like they're putting 30 minutes on the board there, Robbie. So we're going to get started about 15 minutes behind, which isn't too bad.
Okay.
Well, now they've changed it to 15 minutes, so
Okay.
they can't decide.
Well, Terry, I think we ought to take a break, though. I'm ready for a break myself. I know that.
I'm going to take a break. So it looks like they plan on starting on time at 8:30. They got a 15-minute clock countdown. So we're going to be back in about 12 and a half minutes or so. We'll come on a few minutes prior and discuss this next matchup. So we'll see you here in just a few. Welcome back, folks, to Championship Saturday here in Kiefer, Oklahoma, the Dave Calvert Invitational. And you're going to have your Kellyville Ponies versus Kiefer Trojans. Your presenting sponsors tonight, Patriot Air, CT Decorative Concrete Construction. Your gold sponsors here, Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Freewell Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service Concrete Construction, Diminished Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vaught Mac Truck, Shade Buildings and Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. And we thank all of our providing sponsors that provide this service and appreciation here. So we're about 1 minute away. They're getting ready to do the introductions. I believe your ponies are the visiting team and the Kiefer Trojans, the home team here in Kiefer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kiefer, Oklahoma.
I'll be quiet and let you hear the announcement.
Tonight's championship contest is a three-county clash between the Kellyville Ponies and your Kiefer Trojans. Now let's meet the ponies. A junior, number 23, Coach Air. A sophomore, number 2, Mason Crabtree. A sophomore, number 10, Connor Thomas. A sophomore, number 11, Evan Wiggs. And a junior, number 3, Jeremy Hicks. Head coach of the Ponies, Barry Hayes, assistant by John Hicks and David Kiefer. And now Trojan Nation up on your feet. Come up with some noise. For the starting lineup, the your Kiefer Trojans. A junior, number 0, John Bolton. And a junior, number 1, Hayden Kiefer. A junior, number 5, Will Kiefer. A senior, number 12, Jalen Bevin. And a freshman, number 33, Eric Hudson.
And there's the starting lineups for tonight's game. We are right here, up here, as Robbie said, right next to the gentleman broadcasting for Kiefer, and they've helped us out in the past, but they've set up a table up here for us, so we're all in a line. There's 6 of us up here, 3 for Kiefer broadcast team, and 3 of us here for KV Rising. Technically 4 for KV Rising. And looks like Evan Wiggs and Bunton for the tip.
And this game, like I say, it's going to be a battle. The previous 2 matches has been a battle, and
we're going to re-tip. I'm not sure what happened there. And that tip goes to Kiefer. Boy, got away with a quick walk there.
That's what it looked like, and right in front of Coach Heath, and I'm sure he mentioned it to the officials as they was running by there. So
there's a quick inside move by Cooper for easy layup. A wide open lane there for Cooper coming from the side.
both teams fairly young. Kellyville real young, no seniors, and Kiefer just with a couple when they got a freshman starting for them. Kellyville's got 3 sophomores. So.
And a missed 3 by Hicks, and Kiefer comes up with the rebound.
And we're so close. The schools are so close. A lot of these kids play ball with each other on the same team. They root for each other during the summer, and then they hit this basketball court. So it's tough to get motivated against your friends, but these 2 teams always seem to find a way to do that.
There's a 3 by Crabtree off the mark, but Thomas rebounds. A three by Ayers.
There's a push off there by number 0, it looked like.
Wiggs in the. There's a walk called against Kiefer. So that's going to be Kellyville ball on the far side.
Crabtree's had the hot hand during this tournament. This tournament run, it'd be good to see him get off to a fast start here this evening. He seems to shoot the ball well in this gymnasium.
They're trying to get it out to him. There's Wiggs for the jumper right at the free throw line. It's off the back of the rim and bounces out. Kiefer with the rebound. So 2-0 here with about 2 minutes expired here in the first quarter. Kiefer with the 2-0 lead. And there's a ball knocked out by Crabtree, and Wiggs driving down, and he's going to miss the layup, but he's going to be fouled, I believe, by number 33, Matheson. That's going to be his first. Going to send Wiggs to the line. See Wiggs with his first attempt here. And that's good. And Wiggs' second attempt is good. So that ties the ball game at 2 with 5:45 left in the first quarter. Hoover driving. Matheson had a look at a three, but pulled it back down. Matheson went 5 for 6 for threes against us last time. And there's a shot at Hoover, and it's off the mark, and Thomas can't handle the rebound, and it goes out of bounds, so it's going to maintain, Kiefer's going to maintain possession down on this end, or on the far end from us. And there's a tip out by Wiggs, and Crabtree comes up with it. And Wiggs underneath for 2. But it falls short. Starts to go out of bounds. Wiggs saved it, but it's Kiefer's going to get control of it here.
In the last contest between Kiefer and Kellyville, Kiefer had some balanced scoring all the way across the board from their 5 starters. So any of those 5 can heat it up at any given time. And there's a shooter's roll by number 0 there.
That's Bunton. Wiggs on the inside, working on number 12, and his shot's off the mark, but he gets his own rebound. And there's Crabtree for 3.
That's what Crabtree's been doing the whole tournament right there, shooting the threes.
So Wiggs gets his own rebound and kicks it out to Crabtree. Crabtree for 3. Nice assist there. And Ayers working on Matheson. You're talking about a friendship there. I know that Ayers and Matheson are their families are pretty close, so they see each other quite often. So
now my understanding, them two even are in competition on the boat whenever they go fishing together. That's how close them two are.
Most
so
likely. They spend a lot of time together, so I'm sure this is fun for them. I'm sure there's no trash talking. There's Cooper underneath he's working against Crabtree underneath, and they threw it high to him. He jumped up, and that was an easy 2 for him. So Kiefer with the 6-5 lead. Crabtree 3 is off the mark, but Mosby in there for the rebound. And there's a fadeaway attempt by Hickson. That's short.
Oh, that could be goaltending.
I believe they're going to get the foul on Ayers.
going to be his first.
That's going to send Cooper to the line, and he's good for his first attempt. There's Cooper's second attempt. It's also good. So Kiefer jumps out to a 3-point lead here with 3:10 left in the ball game, 8-5. Wiggs over to Mosby, and Hicks loses the handle, but lets it bounce right to Ayers. Ayers back out to Hicks. Hicks at the top of the key, waiting for some offense to start rolling. And there's going to be a foul, reach over by Cooper, working against Wiggs. That's his first. So Kiefer with 2 team fouls. Kellyville with just 1 here at 2:44 left in the first quarter.
Nice pass. And no foul there?
No, they're saying a Bunton blocked it, but I thought he got in the body of Wiggs down low around the waist, but no foul called.
Nice defense again by the Ponies.
Steal by Crabtree. Crabtree for 3 off the front of the rim, and Hoover's right there, and he goes in.
Take the charge, young man. Oh, come on. Norris there to take the charge and should have got the call there.
Yeah, he was definitely set, went to the floor, but they don't call it. And there's Bunton. Matheson for 3 on the outside, and that's short. Wiggs with the rebound, gets it down to Hicks. Hicks for the layup, and that's good.
Nice outlet pass there by the Ponies. Easy layup by Hicks. That's a walk there on Matheson right there. That's pressure defense by the Ponies causing that turnover.
1 point ball game here, 8-7. Kiefer with the lead at 1:43 in the first.
Looks like Dylan Dunn checking in for the Ponies.
Dunn's going to come in for Wiggs, give him a breather. So you got Dunn, Crabtree, Mosby,
Norris,
and Hicks on the court for the Ponies. See what kind of offense we get set up here.
Boy, a quick first quarter. We're down to a minute and a half left in the first period here, and
nice inside move by Dunn. And that pass was inside from Crabtree to Dunn. Dunn makes a nice move and gets it in for 2. Mosby working on Hoover. Tight defense. And there's Dunn and Crabtree working against Bevan. It's Jalen Bevan there in the corner, and Dunn knocks it loose, goes out of bounds, but it's going to Keith's going to maintain possession here. It's like Hoover's going to do the inbounds for Kiefer in the far corner. Heath talking to the referee. I think he saw something he didn't like underneath, but the ref's explaining.
both these coaches are very animated, and Heath can get very animated during the game.
There's a long three by Kiefer off the mark, and Norris underneath for the rebound, but he's unable to get a hold of it before it goes out of bounds. So Kiefer ball. There's a three by Hoover.
And a kick ball there by Roughton. 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Terry. I'm just trading blows right now.
Yeah, and it looks like Air snuck back in the game, I guess, for Crabtree. So there's Hicks with the drive. And Dunn with the rebound, puts it back up, but it's off the mark. There's Hoover driving. Nice defense by Dunn. That's
0.3 seconds to go. This has got to be a tip ball. They cannot catch and shoot this. So unless it's a tip, the bucket will not be good. So that's not good even if it goes in, and it almost did.
Yeah, off the front of the rim by Mosby. So after one, Kellyville 9, Kiefer 8. Robbie, this is going to be a tight game the whole entire time. I have a feeling we're going to go down to the last few seconds. So, the strategy coming into this is conserve timeouts and keep your foul count low. At the end of the game, we can't afford to be sending. They're good from the line. We can't afford to send them to the line. It'd be nice at the end to have a few fouls to give. If it's a close game and we're needing to stop the clock. So Kellyville with 9 and Kiefer with 8. Your scorers so far for Kellyville: Crabtree with 3, Hicks with 2, and Wiggs with 2 free throws, and Dunn with 2. So kind of not spreading the ball around too bad there. I like to see a couple more players get involved. And your Trojans, Bunton with 2, Cooper with looks like 2, 4, 6. So they're at 8.
I like seeing the Ponies' defense. I know we talked about it in the girls' game, but the boys have came out and played quite a bit of defense themselves here.
It's looked pretty good so far. They've played tough boards. They hadn't gone their way every time. I feel like there's been a couple of fouls underneath on a couple of the rebound attempts, but really can't complain about the refs too much so far. They're doing a decent job. There's a long pass from Ayers to Hicks, and it's too high. Hicks can't handle it, goes out of bounds. So a turnover here for Kellyville early in the second quarter. Crabtree.
Nice defense right there by Crabtree.
Crabtree knocks the ball loose from Cooper. Goes to the floor, and there's a tussle over it, and then they're calling a kick ball by, I think, Crabtree. So Kiefer's going to keep possession. There's an inside pass to Bunton. And they're going to get a foul. Number 3, that's going to be Hicks. He was working on Sweeney. Sweeney had it on the baseline. He was covered up by 3 Ponies, and they get Hicks for the foul. But inside to Bunton. Bunton.
No place to go.
He tosses up, but it falls short, but it's right, goes right to one of his players there, Sweeney, and they get it back out on the top.
Ponies playing that zone that they're extending out to the 3-point line. That looks like a 2-3 zone, possibly a 2-1-2, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, it looks like about a 2-1-2. I think they have another name for it, but by Wiggs right in the middle, about halfway in the paint between the free throw line and the goal. Got 2 up top and 2 down low.
And all 5 of them are not afraid to come out and defend that 3-point line. We know how hot Kiefer can get from that area, so.
Yeah, Kellyville doing a pretty good job keeping them out.
Mid-range jumper there, no good.
There's a tip out by Wiggs. And Hicks goes for the layup, and I thought maybe he was
That's
fouled.
got to be a charge. That's coming our
That
way,
is.
yes. Nice play there by Colton.
Ayers, yeah.
Started to
Colton
call him
Ayers.
David. Started to call him his dad's name.
Colton Ayers just, I don't know that he could have done that any better. He just waiting there in the lane.
And they call that on number 1, correct? If they did,
Yeah.
that's 2 on him.
Yeah,
That's what
show
they did.
too. And there's a stolen ball that was tipped out by Cooper. Working on Ayers, I believe it was.
No scoring yet here in the second quarter.
No, we're at 5:35, so 2.5 minutes expired. No score yet.
That's a nice rebound there by the young man from Kiefer, number 24 there,
That's
Barber.
Barber, he came in crashing the board, rebound, put it back up, missed, but he was fouled by Thomas. That's going to be his first, so Barber's going to go to the line for 2. His first one's off the mark, off the back of the rim. So still at 5:28 in the second, still no score here in the second quarter yet. Remains 9-8. And can't get that one to fall either.
I think on this softer rim on the other side of the court, I think that ball may win. So
Yeah.
And the referees are letting them play.
Yeah,
They are letting them play.
They are definitely physical ball game here. Thomas got trapped by two Trojans. I'm not sure who knocked that out, but it went out of bounds there. Kiefer's going to maintain. There's a
Nice block
by Wiggs.
What did he end up last night with blocks? 7 or 8?
He had 7 blocks last night. He played a heck of a defensive game. 7 blocks.
Yes, he did.
11 rebounds. So he had a nice defensive game. Finally came on there in the last half got 9 points out of him. But there's one in and out, and there's another block by Wiggs, and rebound by Ayers.
You know, we still yet have a point in the.
4:25 left here in the second quarter, and neither team has putting boards or points on the board here in the second.
I'm not. Oh, I'm
There's
not
a
sure.
rebound, put up by Hicks and rebound by Wiggs. You guys go back up, and it's knocked out.
I'm not sure who a physical game favors here in this matchup.
Yeah, both teams very physical. Both teams have the capability of playing extremely physical.
Oh, that's a walk.
All
Got to
right.
be. Yeah, he got it.
That's nice defense by Wiggs. Just not giving up that baseline.
Mosby checked in for Thomas, and Matheson coming back in for Kiefer.
Glad to see him play. I'm glad to see our defense playing that tight 3. Like I said, Madison was 5 of 6 for.
Oh,
There's a turnover by Mosby. And
nice defense by Hicks there to get it
gets
back, though.
Hicks for 3, and that's good. So finally, the first points of the second quarter come from Kellyville at 3:30 left in the half. Man, almost a 5-minute closeout or shutout for points for both teams. And there's a 3 by Hoover, rebound by Hicks. Mosby down in the corner. I don't think that was on purpose. Mosby and Crabtree end up on the same side. They made an adjustment here. And there's a nice screen to allow Mosby that 3-point attempt, but it's off the mark. Kiefer comes up with the rebound. Kellyville 12, Kiefer 8 with 2:35 left in the half.
Nice move there by number 1 there.
Nice
Bucket's
defense.
no good.
Nice defense by Hicks to tip it back to Ayers. Crabtree fakes the 3, pulls it back down, lets the defender go by and puts it back up, and it's good. And Kellyville jumps out to a 15-8 lead here, 2:20 left in the half.
Kiefer's wanting to think this over. In the words of time for T.O., baby. That's the best impression I've got right there. That's all I've got.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
Well, this
Probably
game,
the best commentator in basketball history.
Yeah, if you can do it like him, you're one of the best. And
that was pretty close, though. I'll give you a C+.
Hey, I work on that in my spare time, so I always dreamed of doing it over there, and I finally got my dream to come true there. So,
well, speaking of that, I never really imagined doing anything like this, and man, I can't tell you how happy I am and how grateful I am for the opportunity, and what a great experience it's been for me.
well, that's great, man. You did a wonderful job, and I really applaud you and Jacob both this week because you guys have been pulling double shifts and doing everything you can to make sure that this goes on the air. And we thank the fans for watching. We definitely thank our sponsors for putting us on the air. And I think it's something great for the Pony Nation here. So,
and Kellyville going to show some pressure. We got Jocelyn Miles. He's great pressure defense guy in Miles. And Mosby's going to draw the foul on the near court here, going down the sideline. That was Hoover trying to work down the sideline. Mosby's going to get close to him, and that's going to be his first. Kellyville 14 fouls. Kiefer with 3, with just right at 2 minutes left here in the half.
and Terry, I will say this, since we're thanking people, that this crew that's sitting right to your right, I picked their brains one Sunday afternoon. I bet they got so sick of seeing my text messages trying to get this all figured out, and they more than willing to help out. So I appreciate these guys from Kiefer. Fouls on Dylan Dunn there. It looked like 25, his first.
Yeah. And there's nice inbounds.
Oh, that looked clean.
And that was a clean block.
Oh, they called a foul on Dylan.
Yeah,
So they must have got Dylan must have got his body when Hicks had a clean block up top.
Yeah, they called a clean block, or got a clean block there. Either Hicks or Wiggs in there with that block, and I guess they got Dylan underneath.
And that's Kiefer's first points of the second half with 1:45 left to go.
That's Bunton at the line. He got his first and his second's good, so he sinks both of his from the line. That puts it a 5-point ball game, 1:45 left here in the half. And Dunn's going to take a break, and Norris is coming in. So Norris, Crabtree, Ayers, Wiggs, and Hicks on the floor for the Ponies. I didn't see that.
I did not see what happened there.
They called Norris for a double dribble, but all he did was turn and go the opposite direction. Never saw him double dribble, but that's what they call. 1:20 left here. Kiefer with the ball, trying to get something started. And there's a 3 from the outside, and that's off the mark, but Cooper rebounds it. Norris knocks it loose, and Cooper tries to knock it off of Norris to go out of bounds, but Norris catches the ball. So Kellyville maintains possession here. About 50 seconds left. And there's the move under, and there's Wiggs. Drives inside with a jumper, and that falls short. So 35 seconds left. score remains 15-10. There's a jumper by Rotten, and it's off the mark, and I believe Norris with the rebound. So here we go, 20 seconds left.
I tell you what, not a lot of scoring, Terry, but it's been an exciting first half of action here.
Yeah, it's been a physical game. And there's Wiggs moving
Nice
inside.
pass into
Wiggs
Norris.
to Norris. Wiggs with the assist. Norris with 2. And there's a long shot by Rotten. And that's off the mark. So here we are going into half. Kellyville with a 7-point lead, 17-10. And no halftime score. Again, defensive matchup. Kellyville with 9 in the first and 8 in the second quarter. Kiefer with 8 in the first and only 2 here in the second quarter. That brings us to that 17-10 lead by Kellyville. I suspect the second half is going to be the same way, and even though Kellyville has a 7-point lead, I would be shocked if we don't. I would anticipate, and I hope it's not true, but I would anticipate that it's probably going to remain within a 10-point ball game all the way to the end.
I believe you're correct there, and once again, we're talking about defense at the end of the half. I tell you, it's just proof that defense wins championships right there. So
well, and because of that, again, coming out second half, Kellyville's got to be smart with their fouls and smart with their timeouts, because it could come down to the last 60 to 90 seconds of the ball game, and those are the 2 things you want on your side: time availability, timeouts, and low foul count. So if you have to stop the clock with a foul, you're able to do that and not send them to the line. So we'll see what happens.
Terry, I need to stretch my legs a little bit. I'm going
too.
to get off here for a few minutes, and
We got looks like 8.5 minutes left.
I want to
halftime. So
give a shout out real quick to the Kellyville cheering section over there, the student section. They organized a whiteout over the Facebook today, so they spread the word that there's going to be a whiteout for the Pony youngsters, and it's great to see a great sized crowd. But let's get out of here for a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you back here in a few, folks.
Okay, folks, we're about a minute 20 before we start the second half here, and just like to thank our sponsors once again. Of course, we're presented by Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Also, our gold sponsors, we thank you very much. Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Story, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Services and Concrete and Construction, Dimensions Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vogt with Mack Truck, Shade of Billingsley Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryan and Associates. And since we are thanking our sponsors, I want to remind all Kelville fans about tomorrow afternoon at Jay's Country Kitchen. They are having a barbecue benefit dinner. It begins at 11 o'clock until the food runs out. It's benefiting the Webb family, which is Jay's family herself. Her husband, Jeff, was involved in a terrible car accident a couple of weeks ago, and our understanding is he's not able to return to work, and just to help him out financially. They're great sponsors of KV Rising, also great supporters of Kellyville Athletics. So please attend that dinner if you have no plans for. And the referees are late coming out to the ball game here, Terry.
I was wondering what was going on.
But please attend that dinner tomorrow after church if you get a chance. I know the family would appreciate it.
Okay, folks, here we go. Kiefer with the ball here starting in the second half, third quarter.
That was kind of funny. The referee's late coming out. The boys were like, hey, we're ready to go. Let's get this on again.
Matheson in the corner for three, and that's good. We got to make sure that he doesn't get hot.
Just a freshman, as you can hear their student section probably through our mics here.
Yeah, the Kiefer student section sitting right below us and to our left, so picking up a lot of fan noise there. And there's a jump shot from Wiggs off the mark. Wiggs a little cold here starting for the offensive side in this game so far. There's a shot off the mark, but rebounded.
That's Hoover for three.
And just like that, folks, Kiefer closes it to a 1-point ball game in the first minute and a half of the third quarter.
You know, we saw what they could do in the at Kellyville last Tuesday night. They've got 5 3-point shooters out there on the court right now, so Kellyville better be careful here.
Yeah, they need to go back to that first half defense where they were tight on that 3-point line, weren't letting Kiefer get any opportunities for the threes. And there's Hicks with a fadeaway. Thomas with a rebound, puts it back up, and it goes off the front of the rim. So Kellyville starting cold here. 2 minutes expired, and they've yet to score. And they're going to get a backcourt. Kiefer's going to turn the ball over here. Crabtree here with the ball.
Looked like Hicks was trying to set a screen there that just went Ryan, that's offensive goaltending right there. Don't know why we didn't get a call there. That's
terrible. Got away with one there. 18-17, Kiefer. Wiggs double teamed underneath, and his shot is long. Rebound by Kiefer. There's a steal by.
They're going to get Crabtree with a foul? Uh-oh. They call that foul on Crabtree, and he said something to the official. He's lucky he didn't get teed up there, actually.
He just about did. I think the official basically told him, hey, pull him out or I'm going to tee him up. So he gets him out of there. Substitute Mosley. And there's Matheson for three. We can't leave Matheson out there like that. Kiefer with the lead, 21-17.
I think Crabtree had a legitimate gripe, but that's something you let the coaches take care of. You can't say anything to the officials like that. Just
three by Hicks is good. So back to a 1-point ball game. Kiefer with the lead, 21-20, 4:15 left here in the third. And there's the inside easy jumper by Bevan, and he hits off the mark. Hicks to Ayers for three.
This is the type of game we've anticipated right here. Just a back and forth trading points.
Lead changes by both teams multiple times. So Kellyville back up now by 2, 23-21. 3:30 left here in the third. There's a long three by Hoover, and that's good.
I think we can all make them right now, the way things are looking here.
Another lead change. Kiefer up by 1. A three by Hicks, and that's off the mark. And nobody there to rebound. There's another three by Hoover.
Oh, I was going to say, all over him. That's going to be Cooper's third there.
Cooper working against Wiggs. And Kellyville student section letting Cooper know that he can't do that.
I think he already knew he couldn't,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He didn't need their help, but Kellyville students want to make sure he is aware of it. Crabtree back in the game. There's a jumper from Wiggs, and that's good, just above the free throw line.
I like seeing that shot right there by Evan there, that free throw jumper. Every kid on your team ought to be able to make that shot right there. And nice to see him pull the triggers.
Yeah, it's one of his favorite shots, that little jumper from around the free throw mark. And there's Madsen on the outside. And we're fortunate there he's off the mark, but he was wide open on the outside. We got to close that gap. Kellyville, another lead change. Kellyville 25, Kiefer 24. 2 minutes left here in the third. Wiggs working the baseline, kicks it back out to Hicks. Hicks to Crabtree. Crabtree in the corner. And nobody on that side for Kellyville for the rebound. It goes across the rim.
That was Crabtree's shot, though. That was nice to see him get that wide open here.
There's a long pass out of bounds. I believe that was Hoover who was trying to get underneath. And Hicks got a big mark on his arm, red mark on his arm. He's letting the ref know he's getting mauled down there. Hey, I can see that mark from up here. I don't know if it's a scratch or what it's from, but it's pretty significant. I'm at the top of the bleachers, and it stands out from up here. There's a long three by Hicks, and it's off the mark. And that's going to be an easy rebound there for Bevan, for Kiefer. Nobody else around. Tight defense by Connor Norris. A three by Hoover for three. That's not a walk, folks. That Hicks did a jump move and then passed. They called him for a walk. 1:03 left. Kiefer with the lead by 2. Joshua Miles back in there. They're going to cause some pressure here. But Kiefer gets it across with no problem. And there's another 3 by Hoover, and that's good.
Hoover's found the groove right here.
We got to close that 3-point mark. We got to get in their face. We are leaving them open for threes.
Kiefer's biggest lead of the evening right now. It's coming on the heels of Hoover.
We know we faced this team twice, and we know they have multiple three-point shooters. I don't know why we are not playing tighter defense on the outside. There's a shot off the mark by Dunn.
That's their sixth three-pointer of the third period. And they had none the first half.
That's because the first half we were playing that tight defense out on the three-point line. This half, this quarter, we've left it open. Out of that 6, at least 4 of them were uncontested completely.
I like seeing the defense there by Norris out towards the half court even. Referee stepped in and gave him 2-shot foul.
Yeah, he was inside. He was inside the line. He's going to be fouled by, I believe, Miles. Got in his legs. 5.1 seconds left here in the third. Kiefer up by 5. So Hoover's going to try to extend their lead here with 2 shots, and that was on Miles. It's going to be his first. And he makes his first. So 6-point ball game. Miles comes out. Ayers comes back in. And he sinks his second. 5.1 seconds. We'll see if Kellyville get a shot on goal here. And Mosby's shot is blocked. And Bevan's got to be careful. He got in the face of Mosby after he blocked that shot. Him and Mosby exchanging words. You know, that right there is, in my opinion, that right there is a situation where that ref needs to immediately get in between them and stop that stuff before it gets started.
Immediate.
All
I
that
agree.
does is that turns into it just boils up. But
16-point quarter there by Hoover. He really lit it up there. Matheson coming in with 2 threes. Just a barrage of threes
what I
there.
was talking about there, Matheson, one of his threes was completely uncontested. He was all by himself. He actually had another attempt all by himself, but it missed the mark. And then Hoover, he has 4 threes, and 2 of his were also completely uncontested. Kellyville's got to get back to that first half defense and be tight out there on that 3-point line. Make this Kiefer team, if they're going to beat us, make them beat us underneath. And I don't think they can. I don't think they can beat us underneath.
Right, and I agree with that. And Kiefer went from 7 points down beginning the third quarter to 7 points up to end the third quarter. So the Ponies have got to step up the defense here.
And Kiefer's doing exactly what I'm saying we need to be doing. They are protecting that 3-point line. They're staying out.
You got Ayers creeping down in the corner all by himself there. But they're staying away from this side of the court here. Finally looking, trying to get the ball to him, but he's no longer open there.
Oh, Crabtree wide open in the corner, and Wiggs didn't see him. And there's Crabtree in the corner, and that ball's in and out.
How did that one come out?
I don't know. It hit both sides of the rim, front of the rim, the backboard, and then fell down. And there's what I'm talking about. Underneath, we protect well underneath. The button underneath there, and he couldn't get anything to fall.
I think Button got away with a walk there on his initial shot.
There's going to be a foul on number 2. That's Jackson Bevan working against Wiggs. Each team with two fouls. Crabtree to Thomas. Thomas for 3, and that's off the mark. We also got to get the ball underneath. We can't just keep shooting threes either.
Coach Heath asking for a slap on the arm there from the official to no avail there, but looks like the Ponies picked up their defensive pressure a little bit here. That's a cheap foul right there.
Yeah.
Cheap call.
Yeah, Wiggs right in the lane. That's going to be his first.
I can't see a number on who's shooting there for Kiefer. That's Cooper at the line shooting.
Yeah,
1 for 2.
Misses his second attempt. Thomas with the rebound over to Ayers.
You know,
Hicks in the corner for 3.
Kellerville created their offense from their defense in the first half there. Now they're having to play the half-court offense, and we're struggling a little bit.
And they're going to get Wiggs for a push right along the line here. Now the ref's having a conversation with Hicks. And they do call it on Wiggs. And Bunton's a little shaken up. He's limping off the court, so I'm not sure what's going on down there with him. That's 14 fouls for Kellyville. And there's another 3 by Hoover, and that's in and out. Somebody grab that ball. We're playing volleyball.
Wow, what a sequence. Oh, goodness gracious. Both players down for both teams. Nothing intentional there, ladies and gentlemen, just a hard. They ran into each other.
And that does not look good. That's Hicks on the floor, and he's not moving. I can't see the Kiefer player.
It's a good thing. Coach David Kiefer is a certified EMT, ladies and gentlemen, and he was there immediately.
That's number 23. That's Sweeney for Kiefer, and he gets up off the floor and is walking around. Hicks still laying on the floor. I haven't seen any movement from him at all.
Not an intentional play at all. Both players going for the ball. But Hicks looks like he's moving his arms there. I see some arms moving. That's a good sign there. But
he rolled over on his back. They're talking to him.
Good to see. Like I say, once again, Coach Kiefer is a certified EMT at least. I hope I'm getting that correct. I know he's certified medical and something, but good to see that he's here and several others gathered around here.
I didn't pay attention, and it looks like Hicks is going to come to his feet. That's good to see him walk off under his own power. His dad down there checking on him. And just out of concern for both the players, I didn't pay any attention whatsoever what the call on the floor was.
I did not see that either. Like I say, don't think that we're saying anything was intentional, folks. It's a hard-fought ball game. That stuff happens on the basketball court, but both players going for the ball at the same time, and you're going to have those collisions, unfortunately.
I'm not sure who passed it. It was a pass to Hicks, and you had Sweeney coming in, full throttle, trying to intercept that pass. I kind of felt like Hicks caught it just before contact. So I think they're just going to call out of bounds. It's going to Kellyville's going to maintain possession here. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're calling out of bounds. There wasn't a foul called. 11-point ball game, 36-25. Kiefer with the lead.
You know, for those that say basketball is not a contact sport, they don't know what they're talking. They've never played the game because it is a very contact sport.
And become more and more so over the years. I feel like years ago it wasn't anything like that. There's a three by.
You know, you got your players, they're getting bigger and they're getting faster. The court's not expanding, so you can definitely see it.
And there's a three by Crabtree, and it's off the mark. And I really think Kellyville's trying to get in this ball game with threes, and we need to just play our game. I think we got them underneath, and there's a shot by Kiefer off the mark. And fortunately, Hoover lost that pass. He was wide open in the corner for a three. The pass was. He dropped it, so he wasn't able to make the shot.
And we got a whistle on a foul on Norris there. Not sure where that came from, but correction, they're going to call that on Thomas. My bad.
Yeah, they did call it on Thomas.
They're going to get him again.
That's Thomas's third, and here we are with 16 fouls for Kellyville early, halfway through.
Okay, so Kellyville's trying to get him to the foul line now. That's the plan here. And that should throw them to a one-on-one spot here.
3:39 left. Folks, I realize a couple of threes gets us right back in it close, but we got to just drive and get the ball underneath and make some shots.
And that's a missed free throw there. Is that by Hoover there?
Missed free throw, and then 24 is going to be called for the foul against Wiggs as he was going up for the rebound.
So that was Hoover's first missed free throw there. He's normally a pretty good free throw shooter from what we've seen, so. That's off White there. It stays with us.
And whatever was ailing Button, he's back in the game. He came limping off a few minutes ago, but he's back in there and looks like he's walking fine, so. Crabtree with a running floater. Man, that ball is in and out.
Don't seem like we can buy a bucket right now.
No,
I mean,
sir.
And taking some good shots, actually. Not really forcing a whole lot, so.
And Kiefer with the 11-point lead is just tossing the ball around, killing the clock here. They're going to call a timeout. Probably talk things over.
And during this timeout, Terry, let's just tell the fans what they can expect from KV Rising. The Ponies will be off next week until Friday evening when we travel to Eufaula. And due to their gymnasium size, folks, and lack of internet connection, we're not going to make that trip as far as a broadcasting group. We're going to go be just fans that evening, so KV Rising will not be on the air against Eufaula. We will be in action a week from Tuesday. I'm not even sure who we play, but we're back home in the event center, and we will be there. So,
and we will try to at least keep everybody updated over Facebook throughout the game. Do the best we can there, but we will not be broadcasting anything. If even we can post on Facebook, their internet may not even allow that. So there's underneath. That's Cooper for 2. Ayers for 3, and that's off the mark. And we got to come up with an offense plan better than just outside shooting. We're not going to get back in this game.
That's a walk. That's a walk. Man.
Wow. Blocked by Wiggs. And there's the illegal screen by Kiefer.
Call that against Jalen Bevan.
And there's a 3 by Crabtree. And again, folks, we're just putting up threes. I feel like we need to call a timeout, and we need to get our offense back under control and run some plays.
Oh, another hard hit, and now Wiggs is on the court. These referees are, you know what? You've got to be consistent.
Yeah,
you're going to wind up getting somebody hurt.
They've let it get a little too physical, and Finley's going to come in for Wiggs.
Landed real hard on his hip, it looked like. Call number 1 there, Cooper, for pushing off. That's his 4th.
1:52 left in the ball game, 38-25. Kellyville down 13, and there's a shot by Crabtree.
Nice play by Norris there.
Norris rebound and puts it back in for 2. So back to 11-point ball game, 1:45 left. And I'll tell you right now, folks, if you've been following Pony basketball, 1:45, 11-point ball game, the Ponies are not out of this game.
Absolutely not.
By any means whatsoever.
They've been called the cardiac kids for a reason. They like pushing the limits.
And Coach Kiefer is walking Hicks back to the locker room. So we are definitely not going to see him back in the game. And he looks a little groggy.
Yeah, Coach Kiefer's got a hold of his arm, don't he?
Yeah, he's helping him. He's assisting him walking. Hicks with his head down, going back to the locker room. So prayers go out to Hicks for a speedy recovery. Hopefully that's not a lasting injury.
Oh. Thought that was a nice play by Crabtree there, but they're going to call him for a foul there.
1:38 left, 38-27, and that's going to send Cooper to the line.
be Crabtree's third.
And Cooper makes his first for 1-1. That's actually Crabtree's. No.
A tale of two halves right here is what we've witnessed in this ball game.
Mosby for 3. And that's good.
Finally got a roll there on the three-point shot.
That brings it to a 9-point ball game with 1:26 left.
Looking at the timeouts, Jacob's been doing a great job letting you guys know how many timeouts are left and what we're looking at. Kelvin's down to 3. So Kiefer's got 3. So this could be a long minute 43, or what'd you say? How much time was left, Terry?
I believe it was a minute 43, but they got the timeout clock counting down, so we'll let you know that here in just a second.
3 timeouts apiece.
Might have been a minute 23.
Oh,
I think
okay.
It was.
Okay. Great crowd on both sides. You love to see that in high school basketball. You just hope tempers don't flare beyond the excitement level.
And the Kiefer student section celebrating early here, minute 26. They're down. Kellyville is down 9, but folks, they obviously haven't followed the ponies this year.
No, they haven't.
There's a foul by Norris. That's going to send Barber to the line for Kiefer with 1:16 left.
That's actually a good foul. Barber's 0 for 2 from the line this evening.
Mosby's going to stay back in the far corner, but Kiefer's also going to have keep 3 players back. Just one underneath for a rebound. Barber misses, so Kellyville gets the ball.
Barber's 0 for 3 for the evening. Actually 0 for 4, missing the front half of a 1-on-1 there.
And there's a 3 by Norris. There's another 3. Kellyville with 2 good rebounds there. Had 3 attempts for 3s. And
finally getting Crabtree.
And they're showing Crabtree as his 5th. I didn't realize that Crabtree was at 4 fouls prior to that.
I just had him at 4, but they're the official book, so I'm not going to argue there. I probably missed one somewhere, but they're fouling the right gentleman there. That's Barber's first make out of the 4 attempts that he's had. But he misses the next one, so
10-point ball game right at a minute left here. Mosby for 3 off the mark. There goes Bunton. And Thomas comes in for the block, but he's going to be called for the foul on Bunton. And that's Thomas's 4th. 35.3 left. Still 10-point ball game. So as it's going down, boy, Kellyville hopes are starting to diminish here. Now 11-point ball game.
just didn't get real comfortable from the three-point line. They just
no, and I felt like starting this half we were just too many attempts from the three-point line when we weren't on at all. And that's going to be a foul on, I believe, Miles. No.
They gave it to Norris, I believe.
To Norris. 25.3. That sends Bunton to the line for 2 with Kiefer being in double bonus.
He's been 3 for 4 from the line this evening. And misses the first one.
gets the second. So 12-point ball game here, about 24 seconds left. And there's a bad pass there by Norris. Not really a bad pass, just trying to thread the needle, and he can't get it through. And we're just going to let the clock run off here with Hoover. And there's your final, folks, 42-30. Kiefer's going to take the championship in the Dave Calvert tournament here in Kiefer. Folks, keep your prayers and thoughts with Jeremy Hicks. Not sure exactly his condition. The good thing is he's got almost a week to recover. Our next game's not till Friday. So that's good. We're going to stay live here on the air for just a few minutes. They're going to be giving out the consolation medals. And
when we're setting that up, just some thoughts. A lot of hard-fought game. What a physical game. Kelvin just never got comfortable behind that three-point line, and I think that made all the difference in the world in that ball game.
Well, and the other thing that got us there is that fourth quarter, Kellyville just scored 5 points.
As they introduce the Kellyville kids.
Jeremy Hicks. Number 10, Connor Thomas. Number 11, Evan Hicks. Number 15, Christian Perry. Number 20, Connor Norris. Number 21, Rocky Renison. Number 22, Kenny Mosby. Number 23, Colt Ayers. Number 24, Justin Miles. Number 25, Dylan Dunn. Number 32, Corey Hurst. Number 33, Connor Griffin. Number 35, Peyton Ayers. Number 40, Jason Finley. Number 50, Cade Enlow. The managers for the Ponies, Brandon Warnock. Ian Anderson. And Melvin Wise. And now we would like to present the 29th annual Dave Calvert Invitational Runner-Up Trophy to the Kellyville Ponies. And now we'd like to present the championship individual medals to the Kiefer Trojans. Champion, 00, Jared Hunt. Champion, number 1, Hayden Cooper. Champion, number 2, Jackson Bevin. Champion, number 3, Tyler Holt. Champion, number 5, Trent Hoover. Champion, number 12, Jalen Bevin. Champion, number 15, Camden Richter. Champion, number 23, Fred Sweeney. Champion, number 24, Braden Barber. Champion, number 23, Nick Hurd. Champion, number 31, Jacob Clayton. Champion, number 33, Mary Patterson. Champion, number 35, Dylan Earl. Champion, number 40, Peyton Searay. And champion, number 45, Grant Stricker. coach's championship plaque goes to Mr. Coach Bill Vancova. And ladies and gentlemen, your 29th annual Dave Albert Invitational champions, your Kiefer Trojans. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to this tournament. Please drive home safe.
Well, thank you, folks, for joining us here on KB Rising again. Our next game is going to be away at Eufaula next Friday night. We will not be broadcasting due to the internet issues and the size of the gym, but we'll be back live on the air the following Tuesday, February the 4th. So join us then. But if you can, make that trip down to Eufaula. It's always good basketball down there in Eufaula. So if not, we will try to keep you updated on Facebook, or at least give you the finals at the end of the night. So thanks for joining us. Have a very safe rest of your weekend. And Robbie, you have anything? Robbie doesn't have anything, so I'm going to sign off. Thanks again for joining us here on KB Rising. We'll see you next time.